this one here, PRZO, I generally don't like plays that have in the money warrants. And every morning I try to look for the 3-star plays. I like to trade only the 3-star plays. And this clearly, it's only 2 stars. It has a catalyst. The float is appropriate, but these warrants are in the money. And so, every now and then you'll see a stock ignore the warrant price, breach that price, and stay above it, hold. And in this instance, the next day it went even higher. So clearly, a lot of people thought that this 110 was a level to be respected and were probably risking off of that and ended up getting flipped upside down. And so I wanted to look into why this 110 ended up not uh, not holding as resistance. And in order to do that, we have to look into the warrants themselves. So this one was issued October of 23, so well over a year ago, for about 5 million shares. Okay, so those are important. About 5 million, October 2023. How to determine whether or not in the money warrants matter. And yeah, this one here is tiny, so we're not too concerned about it. But this could be substantial. So in order to do that, we actually have to go back to the day when they were issued, and this is the month. This is when these warrants were issued. Okay, so this would be the first time. This here would be the first time that the warrants were breached. They were right here, 110. So it broke that level, it went even higher, and then sold off. Now it's below 110 and still below 110 for multiple months. Here's a spike, and this time 110 was respected, and the rest of the time it's below 110 until now. So this time around the float is 9. Back then it was 3. So you do the math. 9 minus 3, that's about 6. So that's about the whole size of those warrants at 110. That would suggest that those warrants are no longer a factor, because there's a good chance that they were used up here and they were used up here. So whenever you determine whether or not this is a 3-star play, it's very important to know if they are in the money warrants, and if there are, find out whether or not they've ever been breached before. And then you have to compare the float from the time before it was breached to the day that you're trading it, presumably, today, the date of question. And if the float increased, then there's a very good chance that those warrants, the majority of them, were exercised already. And if it was breached, the price was breached and then sold off and then consolidated below it, most likely those warrants were exercised. And in that case, then whoever thinks that the warrants are a factor, then they'll be flipped upside down